Men hate gay men because they allow themselves to be put in the social position of women. A patriarchal man or patriarchal masculinity, the worst thing you can be is a woman. The entire patriarchal masculinity is built on being the opposite of a woman. In the example which you are using, two men having sex with each other, yes, there should be nothing feminine about it until we look at history and see that the positions, the sex positions of penetrator and the penetrated have been gendered. The dominant and the submissive, this dichotomy still exists. So in this example, the person being penetrated would then be taking the social position of a woman, the submissive, the person getting dominated. And men also hate gay men. I mean, you didn't talk about this, but I just want to add on to that. Men also hate gay men because gay men have no interest in trying to control or dominate women. And patriarchal masculinity reinforce itself by men's desire or men's agreement, to say it in a better way, men's agreement to dominate women. And once a man is no longer interested in dominating a woman, he is no longer also seen as a man. Which is why we have all of these names for men who do not want to dominate women, like pussy whipped, for example. But we have no names for men who want to dominate women, because dominating women is just a given part of patriarchal masculinity. God damn, I look good. Damn. Why is society against gay men more than they are against lesbian women? Our current society is male dominated. It gives privilege to men on the backs of women. But to be able to give the same privileges to men, men need to oppress, suppress, objectify, rape, and abuse women. There is an unwritten social contract between men to dominate and control women, which is how patriarchy maintains itself. Gay men do not fulfill that contract. Gay men are seen as traitors to the loyalty reward program, which is patriarchy. Men need other men to agree to oppress and look at women as objects to be able to maintain the power and the privilege that they have. You have to remember that heterosexual monogamy is presented to society as the normal relationship structure between men and women. They present men and women relationships as the natural order of interactions between men and women, that they just belong to each other. But in reality, bisexual and lesbian women exist, because we have to remember again, heterosexuality is being promoted as the norm. Because if it was just the norm, you wouldn't need only men and women relationships on TV, in TV shows, in movies. You wouldn't need to tell a girl and a woman that she's going to end up with a man, as that would be a conclusion she would come to by herself. But that isn't the case, because it's being pushed to her, even though she might be bisexual or even lesbian. Lesbian women are still women, so they face the same objectification, rape, and abuse that men perpetrate to straight women. Lesbian relationships are sexualized. The average man who thinks about lesbians probably thinks about having a threesome with them one day, because he doesn't actually believe that they don't like men, that they aren't attracted to men. Homophobia is very real in our society, so straight women still dislike lesbian women. So that exists, so lesbian women will never be a real threat to the male power structure, and if they ever become, men will rape them. And that's the facts.